Our strategy and our wellbeing vision comes from a place of wanting students to flourish. It's a student wellbeing program, and it doesn't come from a place of intervention around fear of students who are struggling. It rather comes from a place of we want our students to flourish. And in order to do that, we've really focused on 3 key pillars called Engage, Relate and Shine. We'll talk about those shortly. But essentially, the strategy is around trying to normalize the emotional roller coaster of life, and never has that been more prevalent in the last few months. But what we say to our students is that it's okay to be on this roller coaster. That is normal. You're going to follow this troughs and peaks throughout your life. That is normal. There's going to be suffering during that period, difficult times. That is normal. There's also going to be some wonderful times. There's going to be some fairly mundane times. And I think the strategy is about normalizing that experience for students so they understand that first of all. And then to provide them with a toolkit along the way. So the strategies that we're using are trying to get the young people to access tools that they can use throughout their life, not just now, but through the years and then post BISP. And it might be that they access something 10 years down the line, but hopefully that the program itself will have given them something that they can actually utilize as a life skill. It's good. The program is based on positive psychology and is based on science and builds upon the PERMA model, which essentially is looking at 3 key areas in our model. Engage is around mental health, Relate is around social health, and Shine is around physical health. And if I take 3 of them in turn. So Engage is really talking about how students are motivated. What is the meaning of their daily life? What is the meaning of coming into school? Why are they coming to school? What is the purpose? And it's ensuring they understand the context. And within that, they're excited about their learning. They're excited about the things that they're doing in their lives. And that's not always easy for a young person. Of course, our job as educators is to help them unlock their passions, unlock the things that they get excited about, and give them that kind of experience. Relate is more about social contact. We need social contact. We are social beings. We need to be included. And so it helps young people understand the importance of including people, not excluding people, to celebrate diversity, sexual orientation, understanding of racial awareness and gender. It explores those ideas and also talks a lot about how to avoid being bullied, what you can do if you are a bully, things like this that happen in schools, but we're actually teaching them very overtly about how to support young people to relate well to one another and also to relate to themselves. There's an area there about self-compassion and liking yourself first and understanding the relationship with yourself, and then once you're in that kind of place, you can explore relationships with others a little bit more openly, I think. Sorry. Go ahead. And I was just going to say that, and then the physical side is really exploring issues around sleep, nutrition, exercise. 5 key strategies really that we've implemented. One is the curriculum, the Wellbeing Wednesday, and we're excited that this year, Year 12 will get an additional lesson to really develop them for opportunities outside of BISP. But it builds through Year 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's age appropriate. We deal with a whole host of issues there. And that's where we develop a lot of the skill set around the Engage, Relate, Shine pillars. Secondly, we have a very clear system of coaching, and that coaching is tiered at different intervention levels, but essentially we're using something called the GROW model, and that's to help students manage their own challenges. So GOAL stands for the goal, and then the opportunity. What's the reality around it, and then what will you do? And so staff members are supporting young people in having those conversations where people have got stuck. And that really happens before a conversation or before a young person gets really stuck, and then you can go for more professional support and use the school counsellors where they can unpick that. But this is a kind of intervention model before that where many of the staff are trained and they're helping young people find the answers to their own problems, which is a great life skill. We have a mindfulness program, which has been very important. I think many people have used mindfulness and meditation over the difficult period. And again, that helps people slow down. very busy world, very busy school life.
Yes.
Once we get back into it, it'll be very busy again. So it's getting people to stop, press pause, reset during the day, take a breath, slow down, and develop concentration, sit with yourself. And it doesn't have to be a seated meditation, or some people think that has to happen. It doesn't have to be that. It can be going for a swim. It can be doing some artwork, playing a musical instrument, whatever. But it's finding an opportunity to do something where you get into a potential state of flow, where you're really engaged in that activity. And if we can teach young people these skills, that can be accessed throughout difficult times. And many students have reported that they found that very useful. So we also have a very active student voice. And I think that's very important in a school, creating student agency and opportunities for young people to lead, whether that's in the classroom, outside of the classroom, on the sports field, in drama and the arts, in CAS, getting young people to take responsibility and feeling heard and feeling that they're part of the school. Engaging, we have the Engage, Relate, Shine events team, we have colour team captains, and this gives our young people avenues to lead and voice their opinions on the school. I think that's very healthy. And then finally, we've developed mind management strategies. And I think this is crucial to young people having these skills that I've talked about to cope with the daily challenges that life throws up. We've adopted a model based around a number of different psychologists, but we really like the work of Steve Peters and the chimp paradox, and essentially getting young people again to take ownership of their minds and to start to recognize, and this is where mindfulness comes in as well, to recognize their emotions. When am I in chimp mode, where I'm actually just reacting very emotionally? When am I in human mode, when I'm acting calmly and making good decisions? And can I get to that mode more often? And so we're teaching young people, first of all, to recognize, and then strategies around how to use mind management, with the hope that over time this can be embedded into their everyday self-development.